And yeah, the PS1 sound effect just nostalgia right there. Brings me back to the simpler times. Waking up at like 6 a.m. without even meaning to, just like a sneak in sometime with the PS1. Hey everybody, Rebellion here, and welcome back to Xenogears. D6, did you finish early enough? Oh yeah, definitely. What's the last boss I fought? I don't remember. I remember about an hour of text that had a combat moment, but I don't know if it's to be considered a boss. Yeah, we just talked to this one thing that floated in front of us, and I'm not sure anything changed because of that. Like, we don't have some new power. We've had resonance for a while, but I just haven't used it. I still kind of do not want to give him back Ether Doubler because he doesn't really benefit from it whatsoever, but we don't have another Ether user that can really benefit from it. You mean Welltail underscore underscore underscore? Yes, of course. You spelled it properly, and I appreciate that. Resume the game? Why not? Let's see what else the story was going to throw at us. Dad! Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Faye, you've returned to your own self. You've become one. Yes, thanks to you all. If you hadn't called out to me... Ugh. Dad? Don't worry. It's good. This is... After all, Dad? You and I must... What? Graph, what's going on? I reached the limit of the body I possessed on that day 3 years ago. I require a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Regardless of your awakening, your merging, and the inherited memories you had acquired. There was no way for you to know of this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point in which I merged with your father. What? What about wise man? What about father? Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as wise man. God, it's still going on. You have awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body, the reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it, Dad. I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan. Khan is me. He has become one with me. So you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No, I can't allow you to control me. So now he floats back to his mech. Abducting your master, then so be it. I'll merge with both you and your machine then. Now come, Faye, fight me. It's no use. I know you're Lock-On, and that you're a part of me. That doesn't change that you're change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia? What killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That I must rescue Ellie. So don't get in my way. Wake up, open your eyes, father. Lock on. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me! Alright, Leon, I can't. I see. Then there's no choice. Oh, look, acquaintances. Yeah, legitimately, that's just what we're gonna do. Since you are so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. And they're like, oh shit, we're still here. Stop it. Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember the sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, won't this all be over? You still don't understand, even after your contact with the existence. I came to understand after my contact with the existence that even if Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Myung, Eliham will be born time and again. Then all living things may as well perish along with death itself. That is the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycle of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self and that machine to return everything to nothing. That's what I concluded. Myung and Eliham are not just Death's mouthpiece. That woman is its main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Myung's. Mother came back at the last moment. Myung, Mother, even Ellie. We're all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. You'll see. I will bring Ellie back. Father, no. Graf Lockhon. If you won't back down, never. Then I have no choice. The time has come to truly become one. 1v1 me, bro. Is it actually gonna be 1v1 or do I got my friends with me? The true Welton. And now he's not using his big moves. Okay, it is now gone. So, alright. What if I could lose this fight? I kind of want to test it out, but I feel like the damage is going to be just negligent. To which I guess. Yep, figured. Like, I still find it weird that he's not using, like, his big moves that we know he has. Let's go for the square combo this time to see what that gives us for options. Oh, there you go. That's something. He could be careful, yes, but he wouldn't be. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm used to. Yep, figured. Is there a 3 combo I have? I do. My feet combo, go. Love the Xenogears design. It's pointy, I guess. You had much less HP than normal. Yeah. For some reason, I'm now equating his spikes to like the hair from Super Saiyan 3. Or just Sonic. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's alright, Dad. I understand. You are not Graf. You're my father. You and Graf are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought, but let's stop now. Our objectives should be the same. It is the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. Oh, what my body? Zohar's after you. The last piece to combine with Deus system. It seeks to unify with you. The first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Lock-On wanted all along. After all, I'm an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Lock-On's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality into 2. Eventually his body died, but the original Lock-On transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming a contact with him. He was reborn as your present body. Oh my fucking god, it's just... The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Graf. That is me. I may have inherited Lock-On's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Lock-On. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I'm still half of you. That fact remains. Although I'm imperfect, I can merge temporarily with Zohar and thus may be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Deus system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Deus and the Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that enhances God's body. Dad, as you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Miang is beginning to break free from her bonds. Now that Eliham has merged with Deus, she has all of her memories back. All the memories from her original birth as the contact complement up to her current transmigrations. That includes all of the lives she has lived as Miang, and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. What's this? This pendant. It's Sophia's or my mother's. It's nothing. I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's get going. There's a little time left now. For me and for our planet. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. Humans were born here. Long ago, Deus crash-landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose out from it. Are we dropping frames? Oh shit, we're dropping frames. Don't do this to me. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her powers to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon. The subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Myung. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie and everything started from there. The land of Genesis. Kadomanali. That word. That is the place. This is the place. Odd. Why you have ancient memory? Usually human memories cannot be passed down through the generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Myung, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories and be inherited by our descendants. Or leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the powers of the wave existence. Then this is the form where Ellie and Myung were still one being. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother. So if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right? Yes. Every single cutscene we've had so far, Bart just summed up. The source of our ether powers and the source of power from the generator that makes our gears work. It all comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy it, Deus and the Seraph Angels will all be deactivated. And then, we should be able to free Ellie, who has become bound to the Deus weapon system as Myung. Right, Faye? Yeah, that's what the wave existence said. But then there is the downside. It will also mean that we will no longer be able to use our gears or our other powers anymore. It is a gross overstatement, but yet, it still somewhat works. What are those Seraph Angels all about anyway? God, my cough's getting worse. So yeah, a lot of Clycon apparently just open as well, yeah. Let out appearance as if they lack something, as if they were neither living beings nor mere weapons. Zohar senses the human conscious and incarnates the Seraphs. Human consciousness. Zohar itself involves the principle of uncertainty. The observer... I can't fucking English. The observer's perception of Zohar determines the entity it actually becomes. In other words, I believe that those angels are incarnations of the spirit of people. People who have been absorbed by Deus to become part of it. So what merit is there for them to gain it, eliminating all civilization? Is some kind of hatred for humans who have survived? Of course not. The people who were created and assimilated as parts of Deus would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Ellie, when she became young, said. The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. Yes, that is why Merkava is being used to begin the destruction. But Deus is not following its programming of exterminating all of civilization. The Seraphs, which are terminal interface weapons of Deus, are using their bodies composed of nanomachines to absorb massive numbers of people, regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It is not discriminating between the mutant and non-mutant people. This is highly peculiar. The fact that the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well. That is the absolute opposite of what it's supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts. That is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be part of it, Deus, who has already acquired the ability of nanomachines, can just about use any material to construct its body. It is obvious it has other intentions in mind. Those intentions? Krellian has called Deus the Mother. If God is the Mother, then those motives are coming from the Great Mother, impeding the growth of its child, enveloping it, to bring the child back to the womb to become one with it. That is its motive. Such a program does not exist within its design, though. It's probably given its unique will by someone. Either from Ellie, who has merged with the Deus, or... Either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight. Regardless of what their intentions are, the problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. You think we can do it in our current state? This secret battleship, Excalibur, of course, will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface force will assemble here. Even if we can put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main arrangement of the Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that, Merkava's ultra-long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance, including God. On top of that, they have a barrier around their perimeter that nullifies all attacks. So the laser can't neutralize every substance, but they can't neutralize the barrier. We fought against the Merkava many times to try to stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close. Hence, we have had to withdraw every time. Damn it. No matter how much we want to save Ellie, if we can't get inside the Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there is also the problem of those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interface weapons for close defense. I can easily say that their attack power is equivalent to the Omnigear class. They even have regenerative abilities due to the nanomachines. don't be concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from Xenogears. You see, Xenogears have mutagenically evolved due to their contact with Zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, all the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement a disassembler device. What? In contrast to the nano-assembler, which create matter to replace with, repair the assemblers, and dismantle or destroy matter. They can even deactivate the nanomachines, restoring the ability to disengage their repair programs. This should be sufficiently effective against the Deus Seraphs. Alright, even if we can deal with the angels, just how are we gonna deal with that Merkava? We can't even get close to the thing. There is no such thing as a perfect defense. There is a way. Look over here. Merkava's main gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of its tremendous output. Upon firing, although it is only sectional, there will be a portion of the barrier that will be opened. There is a 1.87 second delay before the barrier forms in the area. If we can use this window of time to target and destroy that cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. Comcast is... Oh no! Oh shit! We've dropped 7% frames. That is very bad. 1 second. Moving you. If we can get close enough, we can break through with gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is the rough idea. Unfortunately, we do not have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time frame. So what you're saying is we just need to shut that annoying cannon up, right? Is the BART Missile 3 gonna happen? You wanna go head into the Merkava? Now you're being reckless again. That's suicide. No, listen. We're not going to just rush in. Xenogears 4 and the Excalibur are also equipped with barriers. That's what we'll use. Although only for a short time, we can withstand a direct hit from Merkava's main cannon. Then we can close in and watch for that part of the barrier to go down and then destroy the kin. Along with our barrier last. About 20 or so seconds. That's all? It wouldn't matter how fast we fly. In that amount of time, we'll be without a barrier before we can get within firing range. All those numbers are valid only if the generator is at full drive, right? You can only get those numbers if we sacrifice all of the output and propulsion. I'm not suggesting we go in with guns blazing. No, we're gonna lose. We're going to physically put a lid on it, directly. As you've said, Xenogears 4 or Excalibur's barrier can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack. At least with one generator, that is. Meaning we can defend against the Merkava with twice that amount of time. 40 seconds, if we combine the two generators together. This way, we can make it into the heart of Merkava. Then what about the propulsion? Just hear me out. This is what we do. First, we transform the Xenogears into heavy assault mode and load it onto Excalibur so we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can continue to reduce energy usage down to just supporting the hull of the ship and generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. Next, shift the barrier to full front and focus on a single point where the main cannon will make its strike. Now for movement. First, we develop a barrier by engaging Excalibur's generator to maximum power. Propulsion during that time will install on the Yggdrasil those large solid rockets we got from the ruins of the mass driver. When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use Yggdrasil's force generator to develop a barrier. Then we'll also detach the solid rockets and shift Excalibur into conventional flight. Using this method, we can get right in Merkava's face. After it fires, they will be defenseless. And this time, we'll block the muzzle off Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ram, upon which we should have 0.67 seconds. With the cannon fire of the Excalibur, we'll be destroying the Yggdrasil's slave generator and incapacitate the Merkava along the way, and then we break through. That's what the plan is all about. The combination of the barriers of both ships, storming the Merkava, the timing of the cannon fire of Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial. Messing up any one of these and the consequences are going to be severe. Hence, it will be necessary to have both crews in sync with each other. That's why I'd like to place Sig in command of the Excalibur. I have no qualms with that. What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship? Since there appears to be no other alternative, let's go with that. We literally have no other option, so yours by default is the only good option. Please use it as you see fit. But are we not cutting it uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time of the barrier generation time, you'll see what I mean. One minor mishap will put us all in a situation where we could run out of barrier power before our arrival. Also, we will be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Will that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Merkava. We'll hold them off. You can count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon. Thanks. We're depending on you. Alright, everybody else everywhere else has already been taken out. This is the only place that's left. That's going to be true final battle. We set out to silence God's Ark, Merkava, which has the epitome of offensive and defensive power, and then storm inside it. We initiated the operation to destroy Zohar. That's why that wasn't cut. Someone already animated this. Nice. I feel like all of this was not just one cutscene, but instead several cutscenes that were supposed to have gameplay and other dialogue in the middle of them to show the grand scale epicness that were also themselves cuts. That can't be. secondary explosion? Oh no, I should have known better. What a miscalculation. The explosion was too big. It recreated him, it reacted with the main condenser right under the main cannon. And induced a second explosion. How could I have been so stupid? You mean we overdid it? Why did I not realize it sooner? This means we might have... Oh no, Ellie! Oh my gosh, Ellie! What is it? What is this time? Hey Sin, what more is going to happen? Something is happening in the center of Merkava. What could it be? Did we just beat the game then? If we killed God, Ellie's gone, but objective completed. The fuck? At that time, the earth quaked and shook. And from the location where the Merkava crashed, a giant object appeared. It was Deus' final form. The Merkava was merely its vessel. Deus evolved through the use of Corellian's nanomachines into a planetary scale weapon and began terraforming. It was attempting to convert this entire planet into a weapon. We retreated back to the base at the snow plains to form a new strategy. We decided to go back into Deus. Time was running out for us.